So this is a video on how to do the pocket for your quilted shawl. Now I don't have a quilted shawl that's at the stage where it needs a pocket. So pretend that this does not have the binding around it and it doesn't already have a pocket. So when you've got your shawl with all your fabrics sewn down and you've got it trimmed to your finished size, then you're going to get 2 pieces of fleece, and you'll probably have an angled cut from, you know, when we cut out the fleece to begin with, and you want it to be a little bit bigger than the bottom part of your shawl, and you also want to have it so this is at least 8 inches. I found 6 was too small, pretty much useless. 8 seems to be really good. You know, maybe you'll want it bigger, I don't know, but you do need this extra around the outside. I've got a little bit of extra I'm going to cut off so that it's, you know, pretty uniform as far as how much extra we have around the outside. There, you can see that. So then what I'm going to do is take the wrong side of my fleece, which would be, oh, see, now this is a problem because they're both lined up the same. So if I were to put my fabrics on these 2 sides, I would only have 1 pocket that actually works. So you got to make sure that they're opposite. Now I'm going to take maybe leftover this fabric, maybe just use a solid, but I need to cover these with fabric, quilt as you go, or just sewing it on here, whatever works. Then this, let me turn it this way. This is going to be the top edge of your pocket. So without, you know, taking too much off of this, you're going to want to straighten it, cut your straight after your cotton is on here. You'll cut it straight and you'll put binding on it. Because then what you'll do, now we're going to pretend this pocket's not here, okay? So you've got binding along this edge. I like to use my cutting mat, and I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know that my binding edge needs to go like that. And I make sure that it's hanging over a little bit on each side. And then I use my pins, my safety pins or my straight pins. I'll never get a pin through all of this, but you get the idea. Pin through, and then I'm gonna flip it over. Now remember, your shawl at this stage does not have any binding. And I'm gonna either basting stitch, stitching close to the edge, as long as it'll be covered later by the binding, you're all good to hold it in place. Once it is sewn in place, then you can trim it. And now you're ready for binding your shawl. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Bye.